I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Invisible.
Okay, so we do have public comments. We got the sheets here like last time, so if anybody wants to have their 3 minutes of public comment, feel free to fill out the sheet, and we'll just go one at a time.
Just use the back.
I got one extra one. Yes.
Got a nice crowd.
I didn't print it out because it's. So that thing is so much. You have to go to the ConcordEstates website. Yes. And McMary, I-C-O-B. You want these up now?
Yeah, that's fine. We'll just go one by one.
I got it before, so.
Thank you, sweetheart. No, que quién es. Yo no pongo nada. Lo que te va a pagar.
Alright, let's see, so the first one for audience comments is Kristen Anderson.
Hi, I'm Kristen Anderson. Some of y'all have met me before. I have 4 points I'd like to make. I'm gonna try to get this done in 3 minutes. I would have no idea about ConcordEstates CDD, Parkview at Lakeshore HOA, or Jedi Partners, or anyone here without the attendance of your supervisor, Victor Cruz, to a November 2023 and December 2023 meeting for Highland Meadows 2 community in Polk County, where he involved himself in our community's affairs, stating he had trained everyone at Rosetta, who was acquired by First Service Residential
Is this agenda
February
item,
2024, and Parkview at Lakeshore's current HOA management. For your information, Maxi Development and Lerner Real Estate Advisors were connected through Harry Lerner. And Maxi Development and Rosetta are connected through 3434 Colwell Avenue, Tampa, Florida. He also introduced himself as an investor in our community. Over 6 years of CDD meetings, not one investor has ever attended and made themselves known outside of Victor Cruz. The emails you see here, I was not aware of until Thursday, May 22nd, when the Highland Meadows 2 CDD chair discussed and provided them. I was never included in any of them. They are full of lies, as I never identified myself as anyone other than who I am. Several witnesses can attest to that. He also involved himself in affairs which he stated he didn't in these emails. I believe Gina Perez Calhoun knew to bid services for our community solely based on his advisement that we needed services. I personally asked Gina how she knew we needed services, and that conversation led to, quote, "I cannot tell you due to client-attorney privilege," end quote. She proposed services for our community January 2024. If that is true, then he knew she could not get involved regarding legal matters and or requests between our communities. Why knowingly request her to do something you know she cannot legally do, assuming the credentials to teach criminal justice at Valencia are proficient? 2 of the 4 emails are emails from Victor Cruz, signed by Victor Cruz, yet speak on behalf of we. Who is we? How could we discuss anything requiring board discussion in the sun outside of a meeting? The last email, the apology email, sent to my chairwoman, who he accused of attending these meetings, which she has not, was sent by Victor Cruz and signed on behalf of the entire ConcordEstates CDD. So many unilateral actions. And I just wanted to make sure that the community and everyone was aware of this, so that we're transparent.
Yes.
It was provided to me at a meeting, on record, in front of everyone. We can pass the emails around if anyone wants to read them. If you want copies, ask me, I'd like that back. If anyone wants to see the thank you that you weren't included on, you're welcome to look at it too. I'm done.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're very welcome. Thank you for letting me know when to come. Thank you for knowing my name. Thank you for including me in your community. I appreciate it.
Okay, next we got Aaron. Yes, sir.
Hi, my name is Aaron Trevino. I'm actually just wondering why we're here. We have a location on our community property. It would be so much easier for me to get to. I'm just wondering why we're in the middle of Kissimmee when we have a perfectly great location at home. That's it.
I wonder if we can FOIA
There's any answer?
her video.
You're the boss.
Yeah,
Answer the question.
so this meeting, based on
Find
fire
out.
marshal.
We'll find out we can
the meeting
FOIA
room
that
at
video.
the community doesn't hold more than like
And the
30
picture that says hot tub.
Can I ask a question? You got a copy of the fire marshal?
Yes, that's what
I want a copy of it. I need a copy of it.
I'll get you a copy. We'll post it on the website.
No, I want a copy to see that
Yeah, well,
the March fire marshal, because they had weddings there before, they had parties there before.
Yeah, there
And
was
it's
more than
nonsense
30
about,
people.
all kind of nonsense about.
We got it from
can't steal
Osceola
it.
County.
Yeah.
We got that.
I need a copy of
Yeah,
it.
I
Me
got
personally.
I got the email exactly from the fire marshal.
So you
saying
can't
exactly-
keep weddings and parties there and telling us, the residents who've been living there all these years, that we cannot go there and have a meeting.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know what happened before, so I mean, we're just trying to follow the orders.
I mean, you don't have to know what happened before. You were in, have it before.
Who was here?
You were always around.
You know what's
So what are you talking about? You don't know what before.
He's on film.
I mean, come on, man.
Sounds like,
So-
sounds like another corrupt official, maybe, allegedly.
Mr. Walker says that no individual who rents the clubhouse will have more than, they have to obey by that. So we have to make sure that everybody who's gonna have a party there cannot have more than 30 people.
I didn't say that. That's not what I said.
So if the fire department says that we cannot have more than 30
Is this on the
people.
agenda? Because we're talking about the agenda, right? So now we're
I'm
gonna
talking
go.
about what he said.
It's council on SD?
Yeah,
Council?
Gina's on.
Gina, could I hear you, please? Gina?
I'm looking at the letter, and the letter has been sent before, I will resend it again to everybody.
Right. Could they please post it on the website and that, because,
I sent it already to the district management, and I sent it before to the board, and I'm sending it again to everybody on the board.
okay, because I have yet
You
to
never
receive
sent it to
that.
the board, because I never saw it.
Well, I think it might have been when you were having issues with the computer, because this email, it goes back to October, November, Walter, but I'm resending it, okay?
You have both of my emails,
I'm about to do that right now. Give me the second email, Walter, I don't know that I have your second email.
So I'm gonna read the email exactly from the fire inspector for it to be clear. Good morning. I have passed
But before you do that, can you please give me Walter's second email, please? I wanna make sure I have that one.
No, send it to this, I'm not giving you
The
that.
Concord?
You say the one.
Okay, I'm doing that right now.
Alright, so it says, this was, October 24th, 2024. I have attached a fire annual inspection report as well as the state statute that allows us to conduct inspections and the late to pay for the inspection fee. For occupancy load by code, you are allowed 19 people in the gym, 30 in the clubhouse, and 5 in the office. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Have a great day.
What's the,
And that's from Amy Rodriguez, the fire inspector for Osceola County. Fire.
what's the date of that, sir?
What's the date?
October.
The date of
October
that?
24th, 2024 is what I got.
Yeah, 10/24/24 is when the inspection was.
10/24/24?
That is correct.
Is that the same date that we had a meeting at the clubhouse?
Yes.
It's Tuesday. Hold on. It might be. I will confirm that in a second.
Is there any reason why, if we're having a meeting at the clubhouse,
Next-
those back
next
doors and
question.
even the side doors could be open to accommodate more people? People can be outside and still hear the meeting.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to look into
I
it, I'm not
just
sure.
send the email to all the supervisors, the district management again.
All right, thank you. Question to Mr.
Robin.
It has
Alejandro.
three announcements.
Robin,
Yeah.
page
Next,
24 on the website, it says there was a meeting August 7th.
Sharon.
September 4th.
In regards to the letter that was sent out with the proposed new budget, which is, in fact, looks like it's half of last year's budget, which I don't understand how we can get away with, although I'm thrilled to have to pay less. I don't understand where it says the method for collection of our CDD fees will be direct collect method. Does this mean it's different than being included in our mortgage payment through the tax office? How's that supposed to work? Is it different? Can we make a choice? I don't understand what this means.
I would like for the record, for everyone to realize, the question is being posed to the management company. And then our district manager for Florida District Management Group is Mr. Alejandro Sierra. So he's the one, if we're posing the question, you're directly to Mr. Sierra. If you pose a question to the board, please direct it to them. Therefore, the board does not interject their opinion, because the question is directly to that particular individual.
right. So, yeah, so direct collect means that, you know, we have the option to collect it in-house, directly from the homeowners.
And is it an option, or does it have to be that way?
I mean, it's not set in stone yet, so, I mean, it may be an option, we're not there yet.
So what's going to happen? I mean, does it go through the tax office?
Well, once we do
And would have to
the budget meetings and when we do what we have to do to finalize the budget, then a decision will be made, either be direct collect or be through the tax authority.
Do I understand from what's written in here that the resident does have a choice in how they do it?
According to this, yes.
Okay, because my husband and I were told by the tax office that it had
gonna be an option, so.
Well, this is before, it's not take it to the tax collector.
Whatever you want.
Say it again.
Alright, next.
What she just said was not addressed.
Alejandro, what is the
What she just
answer?
said was not addressed. The tax collector's office told her that it had to go through the tax collector's office. It's not what you want or anybody else wants, that's what they want, because that's tax money.
Okay. Next we got Ms. Perez. Vivian Perez.
Yes, my concern is for the board and also for the district management. My understanding is that by law, we have to receive a notification of public hearing at least 15 days in advance. And I got this Monday. Around 6 o'clock when I came back from work. And today's Wednesday, that means 48 hours, 24 hours, whoever got it yesterday, something, which doesn't have time to look at it and study. And I don't have the itemizing budget in here even to look where the money is going to propose to landscaping, to pool maintenance, to water, electricity, just the total and a very weird half cut of our budget in CDDs. And a lot of people couldn't take time off from work when you notify 48 hours or 24 hours. We get this and they couldn't make it today. So why you're sending this for us to get it 24 hours and 48 hours and not enough information in here to look at it and least to quickly study and say something about how the 1,047,000 is going to be distributed in the community, because some things are going to be not taken care with this budget. So I want to know what things are not going to be taken care in the community with this budget and what is going to be taken care. So it's for everybody really, this. So I don't know if with the law, 15 days in advance at least, we don't get it, how this is looking that is lawful. That was my concern.
Stay right there and stay from over here.
Any answer?
Was that the answer?
Okay.
So yeah, the mailings, you know, the budget meetings for August the 4th, so that's more than 15 days. It's on the notice.
What budget minutes are the for?
It's right there.
What meeting?
There's a next meeting for the budget, August 4th, where you will have all the details.
That's right.
But it's supposed to be in
What?
June.
No,
What is this meeting?
meeting doesn't have that in it. The next
Uh-huh.
meeting is a public forum meeting on August 4th for the budget to be approved with all of the details, what's going to be done.
That should be provided to the community.
What is this meeting for?
All those details.
Sure, so we're gonna
What is today's meeting for? It's a public hearing there. It
So
says.
today we're gonna establish whether or not we're gonna keep the assessments the same that you guys are currently paying, lower it, or go higher. That's what we're gonna establish today.
That's it.
This is what it
No
said in the
details on
letter?
how you're gonna do that?
It doesn't have sense.
Where's the context on
Doesn't
how
make
you're
sense.
going to
It's a
do
public
that?
hearing meeting, it's in here.
Pamela,
Wait a minute, it's not been addressed,
We still not answer, okay?
no answer.
Just for,
I believe that that woman is looking for how you're going to get there. She's saying the details on how you're going to get to the decision today aren't provided, and that's what she's looking for, I believe. I apologize if I got that.
That's an excellent, yeah. And also, we don't know, we got this 2 days before.
Yeah, so the timing, she's got an issue with the timing of being noticed for
Yes.
this meeting.
Only 48 hours.
48 hours.
Pamela.
Excuse me, it's not been addressed.
Excuse me,
Nobody's
Council.
answering.
What did you say, Council?
Your questions, there's a reason.
I thought that, statute 190.008 was gonna be printed and distributed to the residents there today, which is what I emailed to the board members yesterday
It's
about
not-
the difference between a meeting for proposed. budget, which the board members discuss what they want, how they want, up and down, what they're doing, so that then that proposed budget can be prepared and at which time then that's gonna be pursuant to the second portion of the statute, for then the budget hearing, which is set in August. And I had requested that the statute be printed and provided there for the rest of
And it's not available for the residents. It's not available for each and every last resident at present, council. So what do we move forward?
I'm gonna request that the district please put it on the website. Thank you.
Okay.
With a highlight. Thank you.
All right, council, since we're already discussing that, could you please read that statute that you're talking about, which states in chapter 190, section 2, on or before June 15th, the district manager shall prepare a proposed budget for the ensuing fiscal year to be submitted to the board for board approval. The proposed budget shall include, at the direction of the board, an estimate of all necessary expenditures of the district for the ensuing fiscal year, an estimate of income to the district from the taxes, assessment, and other revenue provided in this act. Could you continue? I'm talking to council, please.
That's what we're here for. That's what the meeting is for.
Madam Chair,
Ignore it, noise.
Could I please have the council finish so the residents are aware, because the problem we're having here is that the resident, you're shoving stuff down the resident's throat and not explaining.
Thank you.
And so this why there's a discord between the residents and the board, because the community is not aware. While there's a professor here that knows the law and everything, and we have a lawyer, these are not lawyers. These are average citizens that they pay their taxes. And so I think as you, as a new district manager, should be able to take the time out and address them, and at least read the statute. Like last meeting, I asked you for these here things to read exactly the resolution, and you opted not to. So please keep us informed. You said you want transparency. You said you want to do this. So please take the time out so they don't get upset and interrupted. Take the time. We got nothing but time because it's our money that is impacted. With that being said,
we have a line that we can address that, should we read it when we go to number 5? Right now, we are in the public comment. So we should follow with the public comment. And then speak that on line number 5.
Pamela.
excuse me, this panel, there was two things here. You never addressed either one. I said something, he said something, you decided not. So we gonna ignore what we said?
We're continuing public.
Okay, so
That's
we're
the
gonna ignore.
component you guys decide to put.
Yeah, the one that don't have no experience in this.
Nothing.
Exactly.
Okay,
Come up.
The one
Pamela.
that said that it was anything
Go ahead.
together. she
And
won't-
what's without it?
She won't do anything.
Yes.
Attorney actually said herself.
My name is
she has
Pablo
a big
Juarez.
house, so
Okay.
she doesn't have it.
And since I moved into the community, I really have a problem with the CDD taxes. I went into Osceola tax place and they told me to take it up with you guys. They said they don't understand why you guys' taxes is so high. And people are struggling to pay their mortgage. And people are tired. You work all your life, you retired, and now you have all of this to deal with. And where the money is going? We don't know. I need answers. Because I'm a retiree and I work damn hard in this country. And I need answers.
Me too.
And I will not lose my property.
Thank you, Ms. Pamela.
Answer.
Any answer?
Ms. Garcia. Garcia.
Question.
Ah, it's good.
Is everybody questions going to be answered at some point before we leave here? Because we're just moving on to the next question and the next question and the next question. Come on, man. We ain't silly, we not dumb. We need answers.
Who's taking note of the question?
Cruz is training you wrong, man.
Is anyone writing down the community's question?
Oh, we have it all over the board. We got the
Yes.
press. Recording. We got the press.
Ms. Garcia.
Still there is.
Goddamn wrong. It's ridiculous.
You have to wait until 5 o'clock.
Como recibí la carta hace 48 horas, no me pude preparar para este hearing, pero voy a hablar en español y la decepción es demasiado, porque en un momento en el 2020 que se votó y se eligió por un board para proteger y beneficiar a nuestra comunidad, porque el board es parte de los dueños de propiedades que viven en nuestra comunidad, lo que han hecho es un desastre a través del mal manejo de fondos, donde nosotros como dueños de propiedad somos los que estamos pagando las consecuencias. Hay familias, por si no lo sabían, que yo sé Víctor, Badía, y usted señora, que están perdiendo sus hogares porque no pueden pagar. Yo quisiera saber por qué hubo que pagar una penalidad de $30,000 por un seguro que esta comunidad no necesita. $100,000. El costo del deck. No porque se hiciera, pero en lo que se pagó por ese. Hay muchas cosas ocultas que ustedes no quieren exponer. Pero llegará el momento en que ellas van a salir a la luz. Entonces me gustaría saber cómo se va a estipular en este nuevo presupuesto, el cual no estoy de acuerdo, cómo se va a resolver el desastre pasado.
Victor, listen to
One
your
minute,
residents.
Listen to you. No, he's translated it to me.
But she's addressing him, correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
so in Spanish, you can talk. You can talk, Victor.
No, she's talking, she asked him, the question is for him. So the question is opposed to him.
Sí, para Víctor. Estoy preguntando a Víctor porque es el presidente, sigue siendo el presidente, pero no vive en la comunidad, Badía se fue. Ahora si no es el presidente, ¿quién es el presidente? Esto es un desorden.
Could we, this was the problem we had the last time. Last time, as I was here, Victor stepped down as chairman of the board. Who is the chairman of the board?
Please speak
right now?
louder. Please louder.
Are you the chairman of the board?
He should be sitting on this side,
Yeah,
if he's no longer with the board.
Right.
you used to sit with us.
Vice chair, right?
How?
So who's the chair?
You
Who's the
step
chair?
down.
Loans, right?
You relinquish.
For loans.
Who is the
No,
president?
Council, this is where you can jump in, council, because the question is before them is about the board, the chair. When was the meeting?
This is,
When was the?
that, I believe, is that I'm looking at the agenda.
It's not in the agenda.
Under the comment section. I'm looking here. Under the section of, public comment, it's not in the board. The public comment, they can do their questions, but it is not a question and answer section. It's for the comments. And that, I don't see that on the meeting agenda, the issue of an election of a chair or not chair or anything like that. Now, the supervisors in the district can answer these questions at the end of the meeting under the, new information or whatever. But I don't see that in the agenda. Is there a resolution for chair on the agenda today?
No, that goes back to our meeting prior, a couple of weeks. I have the agenda for that, where we were supposed to make the chair. And since you opened it up, so I want to pass this down to the management company. It's my oath. So I want the management company to read the oath for everybody. Could you please read that?
And please, can the district manager make sure that your paperwork gets to Tallahassee?
All right, read the oath, sir. Just read exactly what's on that piece of paper.
I, Robert Jerome McNeil, a citizen in the state of Florida and the United States of America, and being employed by or an officer of
Read.
Hayden Meadows 2 Community Development District and recipient of public funds as such employee or officer, do hereby solemnly swear to affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States and of the state of Florida, signed by Mr. McNeil and notarized by Gina.
Okay.
Wrong
Pass back to-
development, Gina.
Council, did you hear that?
Wrong development.
Council,
What again?
did you
What was
hear?
the question?
Did you hear what district management just read?
Yes.
Correct, that's the oath that we.
That's
did
my
as a
community, guys.
Okay,
Took it live from the hearing, and then we met to do the notarization.
right. Now, council, at that same thing, because we're gonna continue this here before we can go to anything else.
At that same time, less than 3 minutes later, Mr. Victor Cruz, who's sitting to the right of me, was accepted position, correct?
He was, the board that was present, nominated him to fill a position in the same meeting, and I took your oath, verbally.
Okay, and according to the Florida statute, it says upon entry, the oath should be taken, correct?
Correct, the oath can be taken at the same meeting.
No,
or
it
can be
doesn't say.
taken later or not at the
Could.
meeting.
Yeah, counsel, it doesn't say can be, it said had to be, okay? And
Correct, but the
what-
written oath, can sometimes be.
I'm not talking about the written
And
oath,
then
I'm talking about the actual oath, the one that you gave me, that I swore and I told right then and there. So when Mr. Cruz had stepped down and then he got reappointed, Mr. Cruz you did not administer that oath to him, just like you just, 1 second, sir, 1 second, could I please finish with counsel? Okay? So, he did not, I just want to make sure for the record, you did not administer the oath to him right then and there. According to Florida statute, says 190 states the fact that upon the entry, you have to get that oath. The oath that you gave me 5 minutes before Mr. Cruz decided he would get back on the board, correct?
I don't believe on that day I did.
You gave me the oath.
Correct, you were the new board, member person,
Right,
and yet.
and Mr. Cruz was a new board member because he had stepped down, and then he came back, and we did not
That was,
administer.
he requested an opinion.
Say it
I
again?
would have to assert an opinion, I would have to search that opinion based on the fact that he was a prior board member, I'd have to search that. Between the Attorney General and those, they have opinion letters, so I have to search on that.
And so with that being,
Because that's a little, yeah.
with that being said and done, with that being said and done, counsel, see, we have a situation here because we have two board members here that really shouldn't until we find out exactly how it reads in the statute. Because if I'm not mistaken,
Not necessarily, sir, I mean, right now you have who you have present there. I mean, if he took the oath, whether it was at a later time, and he took the oath and he signed the oath, the question is, on that particular day for the remainder of that meeting, that only relates to that. Now, if he took the oath, let's say that same afternoon or the day after, then he's a board person, and that has been requested, from Abbott. Because, my understanding is that he take the oath, Abbott has that.
My question to you, counsel, and I just want to be clear, because you are the legal counsel for the community and for the board of supervisors. So I'm confused.
And I'm not omniscient, and I don't know
But-
the answer.
but listen.
And I will check on that, but that, as it relates today, I've been informed that there was a note taken in writing, and that is in the possession of Abbott, and I don't know in the paperwork that was sent to districts whether that was included.
Okay, because the reason I'm bringing this up, because the Supervisor Cruz and all his motions and everything is gonna come back. And so we need to, before we continue to move forward, we need to make sure, and I brought this up at the last meeting, we need to address this issue. Because I have my oath here. Mr. Cruz said he took it on the 13th, the following day. Even though you know the Florida statute, the 190, whatever it is, that states that upon the entry, you gave it to me. Then we took Mr. Cruz.
Correct, and so he ends upon the entry, so then he has the oath, I just need to have, to see
But why-
that oath. Now, if you are saying that whether or not he has the authority to be here today, then the question is, does the district management take this oath again, and then upon production, he has the right to be there today.
Okay, yeah.
I mean,
but that's
it's just
not-
a matter of where is the paperwork, and I don't know
It's
this,
not the
because it's
paperwork.
not given to Alex.
Counsel, it's not the paperwork. My question is around you, is that why would you, as our counsel, not administer the oath, knowing that, you know the law better than I do. You know about it, I mean, this is your expertise.
Well, I know that, what you do, I just have to figure out whether or not if he was a prior board person, if he's entering, it's upon the taking of the oath that is considered the entry.
Okay.
So that would be the question. I
Okay.
mean,
Can I ask
Okay.
a question?
Okay, so we're gonna get his oath papers that was signed hopefully sometime, right?
Robin, who would Abbott made the suggestion?
Yeah.
but I would,
You said Abbott, how did, because
Who?
that day, when we did the meeting and everything, Mr. Cruz, I don't know how I contacted Abbott, because we've been trying to get in touch with Abbott for the longest.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know, we would have to find out from Mr. Cruz who swore him in.
Yeah, what's the weakness?
He's saying Hector, for the record,
Oh,
Mr.
Hector.
Cruz is saying Hector said,
Hector's last name?
With Hector.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
Hector
didn't think he worked
Sierra.
for Abbott anymore.
he works.
he-
Does he still work for Abbott?
for the record, he's saying that Hector, counsel, he said for the record that Hector Sierra read him his oath.
Is that true?
I don't know, that's why I'm bringing it home.
Can I ask a question, Walter? Robin, can I ask a question real quick? Can I ask a question? Okay, the reason this all transpired was because they changed the meeting time. So they told us the meeting was canceled online, canceled the meeting, and then they had the meeting at 1 o'clock and posted it at 1:30 that the meeting was at 1 o'clock. So no one in the community could attend. So because none of us was there, they tricked all of us, did a meeting in order to vote Robin in. Victor had to step down so they could meet quorum because none of us were there. They met quorum because I'm talking, Victor.
Next
Victor.
Next question. Next question. You don't have, next
Robin
question.
gave her the chance to talk, and he's allowed to do that as a
So he wants-
supervisor. Everyone should allow her the chance to talk.
They can make whatever they want.
So in order for them to vote Robin in this lie of a meeting that they had, that they tricked all of us not to go, Victor stepped down. So in order for him to get back on the board, they had to vote him back in, but he never took his oath. So that's just a breakdown of what happened that day, just so that everybody knows.
Thank you, Amy.
They're not even listening.
So which one, I don't understand I'm listening to her now. Which one we doing?
It seems like every single time depends on who's screening.
Okay.
She didn't even finish her 3 minutes.
When he's asking, because he's like the wrong, he's not really a board member. That's it. So because he's not a board member, he wants to say.
No,
Do you want to stay?
no, you said I'm not a board member, what did you say? I'm just trying to figure out, am I not?
Based on this, no.
Okay, so then.
Neither are you.
Well,
Neither are you. Neither are you then. You don't
I
have
got
any-
my.
This guy's dirty. That dude right there with the glasses.
Follow this like you're supposed to. We're the board, right? So I'm asking us to respect one another and do it correctly. That's all I'm saying.
But that's all I got.
I'm not trying to diminish what everybody's saying. I'm just saying that if we're gonna go by this, let's just be respectful of one another up here at least. And let's go by that. That's all I'm saying.
I'm gonna address this. Mr. Cruz had brought to the table that,
We have to recertify him.
no, that's what you said.
She can email it right now. It takes 2 seconds.
You know what? I want to make sure,
actually go.
Mr. Cruz, because I want to make sure, you're saying that either I'm on the board or I'm not on the
So
board.
I call a motion to nominate Neo due to the fact that they administrated the Highland Meadows 2 Community Development District, they did it wrong for Neo to take an oath again. Gina did it wrong for him.
Oh, Gina, the attorney?
They just threw the lawyer under the bus.
This is because I just want to make sure.
All I'm saying is
That was Victor Cruz.
As a board, just do the job. That's it.
Listen, I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem, but I want the board to be fair.
That's what I'm asking.
No, because what I'm saying about fair is that if we came here to discuss things, it should be discussed. We never, and this is what annoys me about this whole thing, we have never discussed that management company right there. We made a motion. You second the motion, he third. No, he made the motion, you second, and he thirded. And on their paperwork, what I'm just saying, and when we're talking about fair, is that there was no names for Florida District Management Group on the paper, on their proposal at all. In addition to that, their proposal came at $4,250, right, for the transition. We signed the contract for $7,500. Then on top of that, the management had for their proposal a proposal of $73,000 in there. But then the management for the contract went for $83,000. So what I'm saying, if we're gonna be fair, I just want to be fair, because you actually signed that contract for $75,000. You signed the contract.
You signed it.
But that's what I'm saying. What you say about fair?
I'm trying to explain to you, we need to go in order. We're gonna get to what everybody wants to say. That's all I'm saying.
But you're not answering any questions.
You want to talk about the oath, you can do that. You can finish
We
the comment,
address the
and
oath.
then we can address whatever you
We
need.
addressed the oath.
That's it.
Because they brought it up, so I just put it
But
in
that's
play.
the point. Every time somebody brings something up, we gotta continue.
Okay.
We'll get to what you want to talk about.
But I want
What they're trying to change.
Yes, ma'am.
Sí, señora.
Ok, para finalizar, porque yo sé que todos ellos ya saben todo el desastre que hay,
That really pissed me off.
me gustaría tener su atención, Víctor, sobre todo la tuya,
Victor, she wants your attention.
porque como padre, como familia que tienes, me gustaría que te sintieras en el lugar de cada familia de nuestra comunidad. El mal manejo de fondos causó un caos donde muchas personas están perdiendo sus hogares, donde nos hemos visto afectados financieramente, aparte de que el valor de nuestras propiedades ha disminuido. Nadie quiere comprar en una comunidad que, aunque tenga un CDD alto, si luciera bonita, pues vale la pena, pero es un desastre. Entonces, se tiene que estabilizar para un nuevo presupuesto, un orden, debe desarrollarse un plan donde todos los dueños de propiedades podamos tener el conocimiento exacto, no gastos ocultos como hubieron, $300,000 en un Property Management Service, cosas excesivas y exageradas que no tienen ninguna justificación. Y lo que delante de mí, en mi opinión, no estoy acusando a nadie, es fraude y es corrupción. Segundo, se establece un orden a través de un plan y una estrategia. ¿Quién va a brindar esa estrategia? Tercero, mi petición personal, como voz de mi mamá y mi papá que viven en nuestra comunidad, mi esposo, mi familia, y sé que represento a muchas familias, yo pido la renuncia, no mañana, hoy mismo, de César Badilla y de no deben estar aquí. Ustedes saben que no deben estar aquí. Su conciencia les debe hablar alto de lo que está sucediendo. Y es una realidad. Y todo va a salir a la luz en su tiempo. Todo va a salir, porque delante de los hombres se pueden esconder muchas cosas, pero delante de los ojos de Dios no hay nada oculto. No hay nada oculto, y nosotros llegaremos hasta donde tendremos que llegar para sacar a la luz y a quien nos escuche y exponga lo que está pasando en nuestra comunidad. ¿Ok? Gracias por su atención.
Okay. One more question.
Rebecca.
What happened to the chairs that was removed from the pool?
That's on the agenda.
And also, one more thing is that, in my opinion, whoever is on the board on this committee meeting should be living in the community. Because if you're not in the community, you don't have the community interest at your best. And we are looking for answers. And we're not
This
backing
guy
down.
allegedly, Cesar, doesn't live in the community.
Now I have more questions than the one that I prepared.
He might not even live in Florida.
First of all, it's the proposed budget. I understand that this is a proposal, but I don't understand understand it. So all these numbers, they don't mean anything to me.
Gibberish.
Unless you can unpack them
That's
and
right.
see where they come
Yes.
from.
Itemized, yep.
That's my first thing. My second, question is, I was under the understanding that when a board member steps down, that position is open. And you have to let the community know. Yep. That that position is open, so that other members could apply to it. That was never done.
Just got run in his mouth.
I didn't even know that, you were on the board till that last meeting.
Guy's not even listening.
I didn't even know that, Victor had stepped down, and now he's up again. I don't know. So, those things.
Or magic.
That has, you know, it's.
The guy with the glasses and the beard, that's Victor Cruz.
What is our power with this proposal? Now, what do we have to say, excuse me, what power do we have as residents in the community to say, no, we don't approve this budget, or yes, we approve it? Because the board is the one that approves it.
Amen, that's right.
Okay, so what do we have? Why are we here?
Yeah.
If we can't give input into that?
There is a, what's the percentage that it has to
Like
if
I
the
was saying, I
residents?
don't understand, I don't approve it because it's not clear. So, what is that going to do?
Can you tell them what the percentage of residents have to,
Those are
say no?
my 3 minutes.
There is a percentage by the Florida statute. If a percentage of us say no, they have to redo the budget. You know, I think the percentage is 10%.
10%.
Am I correct?
10%.
So we have 1,000, so
This guy
close to
keeps running.
1,100 registered voters. That means if 110 of
This
us
guy keeps
come
running
and
his
say
mouth.
no, then you have to rewrite it. Am I correct?
There's no formal process for homeowners.
There's no formal process?
They don't do it.
Ask Gina. I'm not an attorney.
And counsel, that's a legal question, counsel?
Yeah, Gina.
Counsel, there's a legal question being posed to the, district manager, whom we have, that you represent.
No, don't say no
So could you
anything.
please,
Can get your address in the legal section.
She
It
says-
says comments by the resident on the
the
budget.
the agenda, the agenda is,
When we get to the legal portion, we can answer.
but the agenda, listen, I don't.
Otherwise, we never, they can make the closing, they can make the question,
Alright.
but it doesn't have to be addressed during the
Okay.
legal portion. It can
Alright,
be addressed during
okay,
the
go
portion
ahead.
of the legal, we can get there.
Okay.
Next, Justice.
Which we're not getting.
My name is Jess, I just moved to the community, and I have a few questions.
Come on.
Yeah, coming from.
Come on.
Just a little nervous. Sorry. So my name is Justice. I just moved to the community in November, and I don't know anybody. It is hard going to the clubhouse and trying to figure out who's who. Learning the difference between HOA and CDD. I am 28, and I am trying my best to learn things because this is all new information to me. But what are y'all doing for new members in the community that just bought a house, like welcoming them to let them know, like, hey, this is what CDD does, this is what the HOA does. Like, I call HOA, they're like, no, you gotta contact CDD. I go to the clubhouse. Who's managing the email address and the phone number? Because I've called, I've emailed, and this been since November, and I like finally got an answer last week, and I was like, oh, the issue has been resolved. Like, I don't know what to do. I'm a new homeowner, but just, I guess, just sending, like, this is my first piece of correspondence from the CDD. And I go to the clubhouse and I'm looking at the new meetings, and I go to the previous website that's not even managed by CDD. And they told me that the CDD needs to
This guy
update
Victor
it.
is something else, boy. He
And
don't
I don't know the board members. I mean, I'm sure that's my fault. I just don't know where to go. I don't know where to go for this
This guy
information.
Victor not even listening.
But yeah, that's all I have.
Email address and we'll send you the difference between CDTs.
Okay, because I went into the bylaws.
she asking about the clubhouse and stuff.
I
Forget
went-
about the CDD stuff. Let her know what's going on in the clubhouse, who's gonna be there, who, people want to go to the clubhouse, they get information about the community. Who is there?
Why don't you trade places with Walter?
That's what we want to know. Who is there, okay? They want to rent something, who's they could talk to. They wanna get a card, who do they talk to? We gotta know who's there. If you're the management company, then you tell us who's gonna be there, who's gonna be there, what time they're gonna be there. We got 4 or 5 people running the place. Who is going to be there?
Yeah,
And that's what she wants to know.
Yeah, the cleaners were able to get me like a card, cause I didn't know I had to pay $25 for a card for the pool. I mean, I just shouldn't have paid. I didn't know this, okay, I'm sorry. These are things I don't know, and I'm just like, sure.
You don't have to pay.
Well, I paid it, I paid for 2, and I paid $50. But this is things some new owners don't know, like, I don't know this information. I sign it, it's a piece of paper saying I had to pay $25 per card,
Go
and
back,
I paid it.
I want you to go back and get your money back. Tell them that you are not a renter, you are a homeowner, and they'll give you your check back today. Thank you.
If someone's there.
If someone's there.
And if they speak English, and if they speak English.
Okay. But, I mean, those are the only concerns I have, and then who's managing the phone number and the email address, cause I emailed the CDD Clubhouse email, and I don't get no answer. I get no answer with that, I leave phone calls, voicemails, and I'm not getting anything, and it's a bad look for new owners going into this community and not getting answers, cause if I knew it was gonna be this bad or just bad blood in general with board members and directors and homeowners, I want a ball. I'm not even gonna lie to you, I want a ball. I mean, I'm spending all this money on my property tax with this. I would've got myself into a different situation.
Yes.
This is the reason we're here. And we're trying to make sure that things are gonna change and do the right thing. Because we as a board, we have to serve the community, and right now, we're not doing that. We don't know who's working there. I go to there, there's nobody there, you know. I can't talk to nobody about anything. I don't know what's going on. So we have a new management. Let's see what they do, because they're supposed to run the whole show.
Yeah, so Jocelyn, she's over there, it has a website, it has the phone number, and then it has our contact information.
Okay. I think there's another website that's for y'all, and it's I don't know, I don't have my phone on me, but they were like, we do not service CDD, and we keep getting phone calls all the time about it.
Yeah, that might be the HOA, I'm not too sure.
Well, all right, before you leave, because you said you didn't know anybody, I'm just gonna, my name is Robert McNeil, I'm at 2251 Tradewinds Drive, and that's in the community, that's the clubhouse is right there. I'm on seat 2, I've just been in this position since March the 12th. The gentleman on the far end who's actually supposed to be, is our new so-called district management group. It's called Florida District Management Group. His name is Alejandro Sierra. I mean, everybody should be able to introduce yourself. And I appreciate you being a new homeowner at 28. Me coming from up north, we're not used to that. So hopefully they'll get it adjusted and corrected as we move forward. If the rest of the board wish to introduce themselves, feel free. Otherwise, that's where I'm at. 2251 Tradewinds. Sometimes you'll catch me walking around in the neighborhood. But yes, any problem. And there's the contacts on there. It says that you can click on there and send the emails to the board members.
Okay.
So
I just gotta get the right webpage.
that's who I am. That's what I'm all about. This is whatever.
Person you're gonna contact. All the rest of it.
This is a brand new homeowner. Nobody.
Thank
You're right. Thank you, Justin.
Thank you.
The office closes at 3.
Eric Ramos.
I just had 2 questions. One, we do get to vote the CDD board in, and that election will be coming up. When is that?
That's November 26th, and it seats 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, so
1, 2, and
November.
3, that's for November
Next year, right, November of next year, 2026.
Next year.
We can vote. Yeah, just to clarify, so November 2026, we can vote 3 new members in.
Well, that's what's up
You
for
have
the election.
So you have to register before June 11th.
So in order to vote for someone to be on the CDD board in November of 2026, they have to register to be elected in June of 2026?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Now, the second question I had was, we had a meeting at the clubhouse and we streamed the meeting through via Zoom for those residents that couldn't be there. Is it possible, since the fire marshal has said we can only have 30 people, we can limit the clubhouse to less than 30 people, and then if you can't make it in, live stream the meetings to Zoom, therefore the residents who can't be on there, because I work from home, I do Zoom meetings with budgets, and we share our screen and show CSV files, and we share PowerPoint presentations through Zoom to 1 or 700 people in the business that I work for. My wife works from home, and a lot of people in the community work from home. They could easily be on a Zoom call. Wow, and I'm not talking about one or the other, meaning one in the, either we're all in the clubhouse or we're all on Zoom. I'm talking about simultaneously. We only have about 6 board members. That would allow 24 people or so to be physically in the clubhouse while the rest are online. It's very simple to live stream that. I see you have a GoPro and a computer there. We can live stream it, we have Wi-Fi there. So that was just something I wanted to be addressed. If we can have our meetings moving forward simultaneously, not one or the other, simultaneously in the clubhouse in person, so that the board members have to be there, and also on Zoom for those residents who couldn't.
We don't have to pay for the hotel.
That's right.
The management should pay for themselves.
No,
We are paying for
That's what I'm saying. We got a clubhouse.
Do you have something to say?
Pause.
He still didn't answer. Why didn't he answer?
Well, as everybody knows, my name is Sandra Pauls, and I see that on your company, Alejandro, that you said you have a lot of CPAs. I just want to meet them because this budget doesn't have anything. It's only like, what is per house? What is the amount that you have to pay for the amount and for the house? And listen, we get, for example, in my house, I have 4,800 something for the CDD, and I know that it's only 800 for the loan, for the bond. So the budget is too heavy comparing from the beginning. The beginning it was 2,000 and only 800 for the loans and the other part for the operation. That's fine, but 4,000 is too much. So I would like to know where's the CPAs that you guys have in your company, because this is not only your first time to be in this company management. I know that you was with Avid before. We know all of them, that you was involved. So, and you was involved on the minutes, so you need to know what it was going on before. And I would like to love, to meet them. I'm an accountant, and I know that that's not correct. Something, I would like to have, obviously, the half of the price of the month, the yearly, but we know that it's something, because you guys are gonna change later, because, that is something that we don't wanna have. So we need the transparency, like, if you present this month, this is gonna be for the last, budget, this is gonna be. So it's not to us to say, oh my God, that's awesome that they change it, and it's gonna be less than 50%, but then you guys change it. That's not fair. And my other question is, Padilla, this is for you. You are a mother, and I know that you will probably want the best for your family. I know you are part of the board, but you are the only woman here, and I'm thinking probably all of them, or at least Victor and Cesar doesn't have heart, but you, I'm pretty sure you have a heart as a woman, as a mother, or family member, that you know what is good for you and your family. And if you know that you are part of these people who are doing, and we have proof that they are not doing correctly, it's affecting our family, it's affecting my family. I am a single mom that I have 2 kids
to give food. I am unemployment right now. And I'm so mad that you guys, all of you, and including you, that are doing this, and you are doing wrong thing, and Victor, I have nothing bad for you. But I just hope that you pay for all these fucking years that you are doing.
Bring
all
them
these
in.
fucking
All the money that you want from us, bring them. Yes.
Armando.
Maybe we could,
I'm
maybe we
tired.
should pay the medical bill.
Guys,
Go to jail.
listen. Today, when we do the pre-budget, the budget, whatever, like example, the day-to-day is, are we gonna increase? Are we gonna stay the same, or are we gonna decrease? The reason that it's a deadline on June 15 is because our steps that you have to take, if you're gonna increase, you're gonna stay the same, or you're gonna decrease. Whatever number it gets chosen today. So if today we say I'm just gonna give you an example, we're gonna increase, let's say we say that we're gonna increase by a certain amount of percentage. There are different steps that they have to take. They have to tell the people why, blah, blah. If we're gonna stay the same, then it's a process we have to take. But if we decrease, that's what Florida management is telling us. Once we choose that number, we cannot change that number.
Yes, you can.
No, we cannot.
Yes, you can
No,
do an amendment.
no,
Don't
listen.
talk say
No,
that because I know the rules. I know. You can do it.
No, we cannot.
By a lawyer, they say, yes, you guys can do that.
No.
And you can come
No.
and
Listen.
Yes, you can.
Listen.
Don't lie to your people. Don't lie to them.
Listen, no.
Yes.
We cannot change that number. The only thing that can do, listen, we cannot change that number. And,
As a lawyer, she doesn't know.
well, you know what?
She doesn't
Gina.
know anything.
Ask Gina.
Gina.
The
We
question,
talk with the lawyer and the lawyer say, yes, you
No.
can do an amendment. And she's not part of this because she's a
Addendum.
family lawyer. She's not part of the
Okay.
CDD. She doesn't know anything.
Right, she's only get paid $150,000.
the question is, Gina, is once the board, approve the proposed, budget, and it gets sent to the county, and the county looks at it, and then the actual budget, which is actually due by October 1st, can the proposed budget be amended?
Okay, the question is, after you do today, and you have a number, when you go back in August, you can go down, you can stay the same, but you cannot increase at that time.
At that
Okay, at
time.
that time. Because
Clarify
you have
at that
noticed
time.
in the public hearing, and whatever you've noticed today, and whatever then goes, the timeline that you're gonna be having this budget for availability and all those wonderful things, you can only, and then at that meeting, do it, just keep it the same or bring it down. Now,
Clarify at that time.
based on the input of when you submit the budget to the county, they can have comments and things to it. And that's why it's important that when you have an amount, that you have your line items that the public will have to review. Those are emergency funds, other funds, and so there is the allocation. But today's number, whatever that number is, it can come down at the next meeting, it can stay the same, but it cannot go up at that meeting.
But you guys are not giving the financial statement. Where is the balance sheet? Where is the
That's gonna be
P&L?
What happens when you go over that
proposed budget, and from based on the timeline from now to the August, there's gonna
Don't
be
get
certain
stuck with
things
that
in
clause.
certain publications,
Remember,
certain notices.
it's gonna hit you real
Budget
hard.
has to be available to you guys at that point so that you can have a fruitful, public hearing. In addition to that, my understanding is that there's been reserved a separate date in the event that it doesn't get covered, the entire line item, that can be continued so the public can deal with every line item on that budget that will be published. So.
All right, thank you, counsel.
The technicality is you can change it that day, but if you go over, there's an addendum that has to be made and they're all
Excuse
subsequent.
me. I would like to address, Ms. Coles. I'm not sure, what are you saying to me? Are you accusing me of something?
No, she just said.
No, I'm just saying
Wait,
that
she said something to me.
It's amazing how you respond
That's
to
what she's
personal,
worried about.
but you can't talk from over the board.
you guys are
Because,
not.
because you up here crying, and I don't really know why. You have to.
Because you're not paying the CDD. I pay the CDD.
I've told you several times that I've paid. I don't have to
No,
disclose.
we have
Excuse me,
to.
Ida.
When we
Excuse
call
me,
it.
Ida.
When we call it.
Excuse
When we
me.
call it.
Excuse me.
Don't lie. When we
You
call
said
it.
you were standing up here crying. I want everyone to know that these two harass me on a constant basis. So,
Call the
you
cops.
see, she's disrespectful constantly.
Tell the attorney to
I
bring
have
this
a
to
whole
court.
bunch. You gonna let me talk? So she
You
sits
guys
and she
don't
cries.
answer any
For those
question
who
of
don't know
this,
me,
why I need
for
to hear
those
you
who
if
do
you
not
are not
know
answering
me, she
anyone.
sits here and she cries.
She's
I can
taking
show
it
you all the
personal.
emails, the text. You guys can see the nasty at the door. I don't know what she's accusing me of. I have done nothing to her. I do not know you.
Listen,
Ms.
when
Cole,
you
at
are
all.
doing
This is
all
my
this
second
and you are
time
not paying.
seeing you at the meeting, and you're
No,
like
I've
passive
been here
aggressive
before.
crying.
I've been
And
here
I
before
don't know
when you
why,
was
to be
absent.
honest. because
When you was
I
on
don't
the
know why.
phone, I was in the
So
meeting.
I just wanted to address you. I
Just
don't know
to
you.
address you.
I don't
You
know
don't know me,
you.
but
You're saying I'm fraud and
you are not
stealing.
paying.
That's a
You are
lie.
not
You don't
Nobody
know my
said that.
finances, ma'am.
Yeah, we know, but we have the accountant. We have the financial statements, we have all of them from 2022. We have all the receipts, we have when you guys pay the CDD or not, and you are not paying the CDD. Why I need to be sorry about you when you're not sorry about me and all of us?
I don't want to be sorry
you
about
don't,
me. I
oh
just
no,
want you to
because
know.
obviously we're not paying
All
CDD,
right,
we
next.
are paying CDD. You pay for my stuff? No. I have to pay $4,000. Thank you to all of you guys. Not only Victor, it's all of you guys. Because if you are in a place that they are putting so heavy, that they are paying themselves $120,000 by himself, only one check. Why you are not responsible for that? Yeah, you are part of them. Okay? I know
So
one check is
basically, you're
including.
accusing me of stealing, correct?
No,
Am I
she
right?
was not
What are you
accusing
saying
you.
that I'm doing?
No,
What
You are
is that?
part of
What are you
this
saying?
board.
I'm not saying
What
no,
are you
no.
saying, ma'am?
I'm not saying you.
What are you
She's
saying?
not-
I'm fraud.
saying
No,
you,
what are
I'm
you
saying-
saying to the people? They're confused. What am I
Okay,
doing?
yeah, whatever.
You are part of the board.
Next, we got
I'm
Armando.
not saying, for your record, I'm not saying that you are stealing. I'm not saying that. I never say that word in my words, right?
So what am I
No, I'm not
doing?
saying
You are part of the board. You are not doing anything about to prevent the rob. I'm proud.
For you that don't know me,
You,
I just have three quick questions. The young lady with the red phone, what's your name again? For the record?
Padilla.
you know my name.
Okay,
sir.
so if I know your
You
name,
talk up- you
and
talk
you know
up.
my
Badia, that's her name is
I text
Badia.
you, and I didn't text you no threats, I didn't text you anything out of the ordinary, because you're a board member. And in my text, I asked you to please return my call, and to this day, you haven't.
Can
And
I
it was
answer you?
pertaining, hold on,
Can I
let
answer
me
you?
finish, let me finish. And it was pertaining to the gentleman next to you, to your right, which you stated in a meeting in Ponciano Library, that if you knew that he had any ties to Abbott, that you would not allow it to happen.
Yes.
And here we are.
We have the video.
Hold on, no, I have it, I have everything. I have everything. Hold on. You did say it, and I have it for the record.
Yes.
Hey, I have to record it.
We got
I have to record it.
You wanna listen to it?
That you
She took it down. She got
You
it
said it to
down.
Robin,
Score.
and you were going back and forth with Robin.
You asked Gina to update the
Alright?
contract.
Exactly. But anyway, that's that.
Gina can confirm that.
The next one is, Caesar, why are you still there if you don't live in Parkview?
Thank you.
Yes.
Alright, and you don't have to respond to that. Victor, why are you still there if you step down? And you still dictate anything and everything that goes around.
Exactly.
Come on.
You're
Exactly.
responsible for them cheers not to be in the pool. You gave it to Aquatic Weeds.
Yeah.
And you, no, and you can mark my words, because I called them personally. Yes, I called them personally. You gave it to them. And you told them that they will get a proposal for the repairs of all the chairs when none of them were damaged.
Thank you.
Oh,
And I have that in the recording as well. No, hold on.
So the
Don't
chairs,
answer
so
that.
the chairs have
No,
the
no.
lines. So the
What?
chairs are not empty. You didn't see the, you didn't see the.
Oh, no, I still got you.
Okay, go to the website and you're gonna see the picture of the chairs. Do the chairs have the place to sit on it? No, right?
They don't have them now.
No, they never had it.
Come on.
No,
Every
they got
chair-
painted, no,
Full
listen.
condition.
They got painted, but they never got refurbished.
Because you never signed a proposal.
Huh?
The increased proposal.
We did not.
We, you.
Hold on.
Yeah, we too many people.
We did not approve yet, and this is on the agenda, that's it. But they got
Yeah, hey,
painted.
make sure you find out what
The
my
next
name
one.
is, bro. Cause I got your whole background.
The next one.
And you shouldn't even be on the property.
Next one. Next one. Me.
Hold on, I still got 3 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
No, they interrupted.
He was talking. He was talking.
Is
No,
it-
Busch.
Whose time
So are
is
you
it?
gonna address or no?
Miss Me?
Huh?
Address what?
Address what I said about you being connected to what happened.
Is there anything on the agenda that?
Oh,
No,
you're
no,
not.
Jedi was on the Jedi was his deal.
She took you because you're related to them.
Huh? And Medea, are you gonna say anything?
I tried, and you stopped me.
No, I didn't stop you.
Yes, you did, sir. I tried to answer.
You were talking to Walter on whether or not you did say it.
I tried to answer
You were talking to Walter. I didn't want to interrupt. So now I'm listening to your response. Like you gave her a response.
I'm done now.
Ah, you done. I knew it. You just interrupted all of
She
them.
did the same thing to the medical.
Yeah, and you can hold it to me.
She did the same thing in surgery.
Be on that bullshit, all of y'all.
Yep.
Okay, hi.
I see why you get harassed. Yeah, I said it.
Great.
I'm here representing my daughter because she cannot be here with these hours you all have for the meeting. And I have some questions here that she would like to, she has. She wants to know, has there been any recent independent financial audit of the CDD budget? And if so, can it be made available to residents? She also wants to know why have the budget skyrocketed like that over the past few years? And what does this committee have to do? What does this committee have to show for the mounting expenses? Have the board members received any financial benefit, direct or indirect, from vendors or contracts funded by the CDD? Will the board support the creation of a resident-led budget review committee for transparency?
Good.
What safeguards are in place to prevent favoritism in CDD spending and determine how each home is assessed? And how does our community tax rate compare to similar CDDs in neighboring areas? And I do agree, I heard about the avid worker in the last meeting at the library, and it was said that if anybody has anything to do with the avid, they don't want it. So I'm surprised that this gentleman has, yeah.
And it's recorded.
Exactly, and it's recorded because I have it on recording.
We all have it.
That
They need a forensic
anybody
audit. That's what they
related to avid, they don't want on the board, and that's concerning this new member here. Thank you.
Debbie.
Yep. My question's to you, Alejandro Sierra. Your company, is it licensed, insured, and is it entity bonded?
No.
He's not gonna answer
Great
it.
question. Is it on the agenda?
Wow.
Why you have an office in Sarasota when you live in the Oaks, in Kissimmee? Why?
Oh,
Don't give him that information.
this guy's corrupt.
Don't
You
say
don't know he lives in the Oaks, and he got thrown out from the board in the Oaks for what he did.
I understand.
Oh, yeah.
Are we all
He's got a
going to
criminal
write
past.
this meeting? You treating us
Yeah, he got a credit card without no
with
name.
the same credit card that you use for your son and his kids, the friends?
This guy.
Next, Velez.
See, you won't even answer that.
That's all right, yo, that's all right, you know why? As long as the lawyer hears me. Because she's gonna be liable too.
Answer her question. He's waiting on your record.
As long as the lawyer hears me.
I want my question on record.
Yes.
Since it's all being recorded.
Repeat it again.
Yup.
Wow.
Is your company licensed, insured, and is an entity bonded? No. And why is your office in Sarasota when you live in Kissimmee?
Amen. It's in an industrial air park, I believe.
No, it's not.
And it's a fake company. It's a fake company. That's why it's all being
Created for
statewide.
Cynthia or something.
Cindy, yeah, the one that does the LLC.
P.O. Box.
Yeah.
So just so that everybody knows, I've spent probably $700-800 on the financials. How you got to $1 million is beyond me, because we spoke to Valley Bank, Walter and myself, and there was a loan taken out for $1 million.
Hold on, Victor. Respect
Which was a Victor, you need to pay attention to your residents. Pay attention. We took out $1 million loan through Valley Bank, which Walter, I have the recording, anybody wants to hear it. A non-revolving loan for $1 million. I would like to know what that $1 million was used for.
Come on, Victor. Answer that.
We're paying $200,000 a year.
We know the
Just for
answer,
that. Just for that particular budget.
Did you send a letter to Valley Bank?
Answer my question.
No,
I'm
no,
not
I'm
here to
not
answer your question.
no. Did
I'm
you
not
send
here to
a-
answer your question.
No.
Listen,
Did you send a
I
letter?
did.
Hold on.
Listen to
She
me.
asked me a
I asked
question.
you where the $1
Okay.
million
Hold on.
went. Where did the $1
Did you send a
million
letter to Valley
Of
Bank
course I
saying
did,
that you was a
because
board member
I
and that
know-
Walter was the chair?
no,
We got
no,
that letter. Hold
no.
on.
I
Valley
said,
Bank-
I said Victor was one of the chairs. I didn't say he was the president. I didn't know the difference. Don't go off technicality.
Yeah.
I didn't know the
Just
difference
answer
between
the
president and chair. Don't go off of technicality. If I see that there's $1 million, our budget is $2.4 million. Why are you borrowing $1 million from Valley Bank? Why? We're paying $200,000 in every September just for this loan. What was the loan for?
look what the
Look
community
what Valley
is
Bank told me. I asked Valley Bank, what was the loan for? Was it for the dock? They said, we don't care what you use the money for. We love, anybody wants the recording, email me, I'll send you the recording. He said, we love to lend CDDs money. You guys asked us for the money? We don't care what you use it for. What was the $1 million used? So if we have a $2.4 million budget, why did you take out another $1 million from Valley Bank? Why?
Si tú no te respondes, le nunca le dejamos por parte de la agenda.
Time out.
No seas pendejo y contesta.
Yeah.
Si contesta, deja el juego.
You say a word like that,
Contesta.
and we're gonna request you to
Sé
remove.
hombre y
We're
contesta.
gonna request you
Él
to
está
remove.
distraído.
Say the word, we're gonna request.
Contesta.
Pero he said you're wrong.
Contesta, contesta.
Hold on.
No quieres enredar como siempre. Haces lo mismo todo el tiempo.
Just answer what
Ask
the $1
me a
million
question.
was used
You
for.
could, hold on. She asked a question. If you guys stop, please stop. Let's say what you gotta say.
Okay,
Please.
that time was Inframark, and that was back in 2020, 21, and 22.
No, wasn't.
It
No,
was,
not for
hold
the
on,
million.
it was
Not
Infra,
for the
Walter
million.
was
The
there.
$3 million was
It was
for
with Inframark.
22. The other $1 million was for 2023.
It was all together.
I have all the notes.
It was from Inframark who did the
Just so-
refinance of the community. And they did a line to covers about the B bonds, the refinance and everything. And that's just a line that was taken. That has to do with Inframark. I was just the chair and I just signed. So that's something, you was in the meeting and I was there.
No.
And
That
he
was
told
the $3
you
million
that
was to
everything was done in
refinance.
the
I'm asking about the $1 million.
Okay,
He's
next
talking about the
person,
$3
please. You
million.
don't want
We're
to.
talking about the $3 million. Okay.
That's Inframark, keep going.
You gotta defend that.
Es parte de la agenda, debe
My
contestar.
second question is, we took out a
3 minutes,
loan.
it's 3 minutes.
No te preocupes que ese día iba a contestar fecha juez.
This guy's a piece of work.
We took out 2 loans in September. One for $200,000 and another one for $100,000. $100,000 was from Michael Iacoboni. By law, they can only charge us an 18% interest rate. The loan was supposedly 20%. It matured January 1st, 2025. Now, we paid it December of 2024, which is a month early, right? Why was there a late fee of $30,000? Now, Gina also made $2,500 for each loan. So Gina made $5,000 to write the notes for these two loans. $200,000 from Florida Management, $100,000 from Michael Iacoboni, $300,000. We have a $2.4 million budget. Why did you need $300,000 in September? Why?
Gina's daughter.
Why did you need $300 in September?
Why do you need that?
Why?
He has the same answer.
No?
The next one.
They have the same answer.
Next person we have,
That is in the agenda, Alejandro, that is in the agenda, why you are not asking?
next person's
That is in the
This is
agenda.
our money.
Yes.
We paid $2.4 million. I'm telling you guys, there's no way with us paying back these loans, paying back the property listen, we have property management fees, insurance, the pool, the clubhouse, we have landscaping, we have the ponds. How is it $1 million? That's impossible.
There's no way, there's no way. There's no
I'm telling you, I've been working on these numbers for 8 months straight. You can ask me about any of the bills, and I can pull them up in 2 seconds. So, and anybody wants to hear any of the recordings, I had them. Tell us what the $300,000 was used for. No, what was the $300,000 used for? What was the $300,000? It's our money. I want to know. What's the $300,000? I want to know. We want to know what was the money used for. What was the money used for? Tell us what the money was used for. What the money was used for. No. Tell us what the money was used for.
Valley Bank is owned by Valley National Bank Corp., which is partly owned by Vanguard, which is now doing services for Jedi. I have an email to show that.
This your 300,000.
Bank,
Right there.
Vanguard.
Bingo.
Ms. Ali, please.
I'm here to address you, Alex, personally. I want to remind you that, his.
Oh, he goes by Alex.
He goes by Alex.
Good to know.
Yeah, I want to remind you that you are here to serve the ConcordEstates Community Development District, not the board. You are here to keep them in check.
Come on.
You are here as our checks and balances. And I want you to know that whatever it is that they ask you to do, and I'm not addressing the board because I know that 3 members on that board are gonna do whatever someone else says, and you not do that. It seems to be in fighting order. And I want you to know that whatever that board tells you to do, if it is not dotted, crossed out, and not legal, you will be held responsible.
You're the scapegoat.
You are it. So keep that in mind, sir. Okay? We are watching. Okay? I want that to be on the record, noted, that he has been told that.
Yes.
Thank you.
Clear. Thank you.
Saving Ali.
Okay, so we're going to the fourth item, public hearing to adopt fiscal 26 budget.
Excuse me. Excuse me. After the public meeting is closed, shouldn't we adopt and approve the meetings from the last meeting?
The minutes?
The minutes?
At their next regular meeting.
No.
No, that's what
Shouldn't it be, because what's important is, if, I want to bring this to the record, because if you see that statute, if you see that resolution, 2025-14, that I asked you guys to read at the last meeting, that was never read, which states, if you have the records, please read from the previous meeting what 2025-14 says. Please read it for the record on the books today so that people can understand what happened at the last meeting. Because we need to make sure that the minutes, you personally said that you would have the minutes to the meeting. Now, the way this thing works, you go and you open it up, and then the board, you read the minutes from the previous meeting, because they're pertinent to what's going on, to what we're trying to establish. Because we're trying to establish order here, okay? Order out of all this chaos and mayhem that's going on, sir. Now, you as a district manager, you stated for the record last time that you would be taking the minutes to the meeting. And then the Florida statute 190 states that for the recording record, it has to be done, and it has to be done promptly. Okay, so do you have any of the minutes from the meeting from May 21st?
For a regular, board meeting, no.
So you don't have, do you have the
you go
minutes?
through those full
Listen, don't play with
resolutions.
words, first of all, don't play with words with me. What I want you to do, for the record, is state the fact, well, you can move. Okay,
Yeah, I record it. I record it.
I just got assaulted because I did not wish for this
I
gentleman to
saw
touch
it.
me.
That was
I
battery.
saw
it.
That's
That
battery.
I saw it.
Battery.
I have a videotape.
I have it, I saw it. He just hit him.
Sir, for the record, could I have you to come up here, sir?
No, I just said, you wanna see the recording?
You have a job to do, sir. Officer, what's your name? Deputy Cable. What? Sir, let's go.
No, I said you, we'll go outside.
But I'm talking right now.
I know, we'll go outside.
All right, I'm talking right now, because the assault happened right here.
We're gonna go outside.
Hold on, I'm gonna finish my statement.
Okay, then you wanna talk afterwards?
Yeah, we'll talk afterwards. I don't understand why we're here anyway. We asked for it, I don't understand. So, back to you. Please read for the record. Please read for the record. What was the resolution 2025-14? Better yet, Mr. Slater, 2025-14, y'all approved last week. Do you know what it was about? What was it? It's an agenda item. Hold up. This is part of the agenda. No. We're not gonna rush through this. Sir, what was 2025-14? What was the? What was 2025-14? Let me read it for you. Read it for me. Read it.
25-15.
No, we're not doing resolution 2025.
25-15.
Sir,
We start reading it.
sir, I'm gonna say this again, sir. Could you please, for the record, read what 2025-14 stated for the meeting last week, which is important, because it goes part of this meeting, it's of the agenda. It was the proposed budget for this meeting.
2025.
Does he
Please
not have
look
a
at,
copy?
please.
We can pull it up from the
Let's go to
website.
the
No, it's right here.
Oh, you got a copy?
Read
Good.
the resolution.
Yeah.
Sir,
A resolution of the Board of Supervisors of ConcordEstates Community Development District supporting
You're
the
just
proposed
ignoring
budget for the
supervisor
fiscal year
and taking the direction of another
2025 and setting a
supervisor?
public hearing, therefore pursuant to Florida law,
Interesting.
addressing transmittal, posting, and publication requirements, and providing a effective date. Whereas the district manager has herefore prepared and submitted to the Board of Supervisors Board of the ConcordEstates Community Development District prior to June 15th proposed budget for the fiscal year beginning October 1st, 2025 and ending September 30th, 2026, fiscal year 25-26. And whereas the board has considered the proposed budget and desires to set required public hearing thereon. Now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Supervisors of the ConcordEstates Community Development District. 1. Proposed budget approved. The proposed budget prepared by the district manager for fiscal year 25-26 attached here to as Exhibit A is hereby approved as the basis of conducting a public hearing to adopt the said proposed budget. 2. Setting a public hearing. A public hearing on said approved proposed budget is hereby declared and set for the following date, hour, and location. Date August 4th, 2025. Time 10 o'clock in the morning. Location Holiday Inn, Orlando Southwest Celebration Area, 5711 West Earl of Bonson Memorial Highway, Kissimmee, Florida, 34746.
So, I call a motion to decrease the assessment, and I'm gonna read all of them. For the townhomes, to decrease to 2,261.13 Single family, 65 from the front, will be for 2,743.33. Single home, 75 from the front, for 2,928.39. For single family homes, 90 for the front, for 3,230.97. For the single family home, 40 for the Apex homes, for 2,278.26. For the single family 65 for the back to pay 2,494.44. For the single family 75 for the back to pay 2,642.16. For the single family 90 for the back to pay 2,882.52. For the single family homes 100 for the back to pay 3,028.82. To do not stay the same, to do not increase, and for the next budget to collect for the operational maintenance no more than $1,047,434.74. So to do not increase, and that's what the people is gonna pay, depends on the size of the house, to do not go over that. So to stay on that one, and then also to have Mr. Walker that he said to go with the district management office to go with the detail that we have the 60 days to present it 15 days or earlier to the community, how the assessment is gonna be distributed to the community on August 4, 2025 at 10 a.m. at the Holiday Inn Orlando Southwest Celebration Area 5711 Arlen Busch Memorial Highway, Kissimmee, Florida 34746. To be noted that that number that is there cannot be increased. Could I get a second? Mr. Walker, second. All in favor? Any opposed? The motion passed. So that means that people would not pay. Like example, who knows the size of their lot?
The size of the lot, 3,060.
No, your size, 65, 75?
65.
65 in the back. So, Ms. Debbie, you not gonna, from 4,512 and 13, now on the next fiscal year, through the tax collector or direct collector, whichever you choose on that day to proceed, you're gonna pay 2,494 with 44 cents.
I believe it when I see it.
Okay, so that's what it is. Yes, sir.
My question is gonna be, if you propose a budget of $1,047,000 in that coming year, if you take out a loan from a bank, and that loan is for another $500,000 to fix something in the community, does that roll over to the next year with the budget not changing?
Those not gonna change because those loans was taken care of, and that's the
No,
management company.
I'm asking if you take out a loan in the year of 2025 or 2026, does the budget then increase to cover that loan in the following year?
If, like example, if we will have a loan that we have to pay right now.
If the budget is $1,047,000 and we get to the edge of that budget sometime during the year, and you need to take out a loan for $500,000 to redo the dock or do something like that, you take out a loan, does that roll into the following year?
To the following year.
It does, right?
Yeah, but we don't, like example, right now, we don't, on this budget, we don't have no loans that we have to cover. So everything is covered.
Understood, but it could happen for the following year.
No, if they take, but the management, but it would not. Okay, that's it. So we go to the next item.
Next item, consideration for district manager to request proposals for landscaping.
So what we're saying is, I call a motion to allow the management company to bring the proposals on the next meeting for landscaping.
I second that.
All in favor?
Okay. Excuse me, Walter, can I ask a question? If he stepped down, why is he still delegating stuff that needs to be passed?
Why is the district manager
Any
not
board
on-
member
Why
can
is
go
not
on
the
motion.
district, why is not the district manager or Badia?
Any board member can go on motion.
But you're not a board member, you
I'm a
stepped
board
down.
member.
Wow.
Okay, we all equal, we all board members.
He's not
We,
supposed
the
to.
time is.
You stepped down.
And I got back in. She knows, she just like you.
Did you take it other than you do anything? Other people decided they wanted, the residents decided. And then the
You
board
got
made the
voted.
decision they
You
wanted.
got voted.
Stick to the budget, stick to
How
the
do you
budget.
know about my community?
All right, next one, consideration of
How
pool
do you know
chairs.
what happened with me?
Considerations of pool chairs.
How do you know what happened with
I
me?
call the solicitation for the request of proposal swimming pool
Don't worry, I was
services.
talking about
Could I get a second?
Second motion.
I didn't hear.
We didn't hear what that was about.
Okay, we are consideration for the district manager to request proposals for the swimming pool services. Yes.
Owner, now he knew
All,
what.
second?
He knew about me and
All in favor? Aye. Okay, the next one, please, sir.
Consideration for pool chair proposal.
Okay. Will you tell them?
Telling you are talking, Tony, not saying water.
He's the one who got the paper, not me.
Consideration for proposal for pool chairs proposal.
You do that shit and you tell him.
I call a motion to have management get the chairs, the proposal.
Yeah.
I think I have one here, so okay, you guys need to watch some water out there.
So, did you see that inside your paper?
Yeah, but there's just one proposal, I need one proposal.
Okay, the proposals that we have is, we got the old chairs, that they're really good. They just need to get this, how you call it, the straps. Those straps damage every 2 years because the chlorine and the sun. Those chairs are gonna last for longer, but that will take 2 months. If we have a proposal, the previous chairs that we have there, they were cheap, they all get rusted, they get damaged, so they got removed. We have two things. We could do a new pool chairs that in 1 or 2 years will be damaged, but that was a good too. And then we got the old ones, but it will take 2 months. But those, we could keep them, we could get the new chairs because they're gonna get damaged no matter what. And the old ones that are really nice and clean, we could refurbish them. Okay, so the next one,
That you buy for our community.
Okay.
And you see it in yours. Victor.
Yes, you have to pay. You have to bring both of them.
The new chairs,
This guy, he will check soon.
chairs.
All of them will find out.
Victor.
Okay, you know what? So the motion, you don't see them, but you can take care of it.
If this is cheap like this, what do you? Okay, what will chairs look like? The new chairs.
So I call a motion to authorize Mr. Walker to deal with the district management company to obtain the chairs to do not exceed 4,352.
Yeah, because we want good chairs. I don't want you guys to come to and don't have bad chairs. So let me go and see what kind of chairs it is and report to you guys, these are the chairs, and the one that we buy.
Okay. So just understand though that you have to wait till the next meeting. So this is like 30 days, 60 days, and then everybody's gonna say there's no chair. So just so you know, once he reports back, and then he has to wait till you guys say yes, and then you gotta come back. That could be another 90 days with no chair.
So the whole summer, the kids will be sitting on hot.
Well, that's the procedure, unless he can just
But he
say.
should not even taking the chairs yet until they report any chairs.
But they were broken. They
The
were
board
broken, so
could
they
have
had to be fixed.
The board, I'm trying to help, the board could advise Walter to do it with a limit.
That's all I'm trying to say.
Before the 30 days.
If he can say yes now, we can order the new chairs now and have them in 2 to 3 weeks. Just so you understand, if not, we're talking about the whole summer. Because you gotta wait till the next meeting for him to present.
No, you don't.
Okay.
And then, you know, just.
You could give him the authority to do it before the next meeting.
Hold on 1 second.
If you authorize Walter a certain amount of
Thank you,
hours,
Gina.
he can make a decision so long as it doesn't exceed 100, he can
He
order
said he
it.
was gonna come back to the meeting first. though.
But he also could do that, then they could have chairs moved to the next meeting.
All them chairs weren't broken, all them chairs weren't
So
broken.
now it's responsible Walter when he's supposed to remove them. He removed them.
So there's the motion on the floor, and you have to figure out.
Okay, go on. Okay, record it please. Okay,
Yes.
go.
That's for the same ones that we already have. I'm just trying to get the chair today, I mean, you know, and it's only. So that the new ones get done in 3 weeks.
Hey guys, hello, hold on 1 second, guys. The new chairs, we're gonna buy new chairs. We're gonna get them 2 to 3, 4 weeks, right? No, some is finished. Somebody didn't start it, man. Someone started to make this course, you know, okay?
Walter, all them chairs weren't broken. We used the pool quite a bit when they had chairs and tables there. All of them weren't broken. There were some nice chairs there. Where are they at? Where are they?
We have the receipts for the blue ones. Victor bought them at home, he was reimbursed, we have the receipt for them. Where are those wheelchairs? Because those were not broken. They're not there. They're not there, there are no chairs. They were brand new, we just bought them.
Let's,
guys need to.
The second needs to explain about the chairs right now, so we can get.
you guys want chairs?
The chairs.
Get chairs.
I don't buy it in
So,
a Vegas. I know
what we're
you
gonna
do.
do, we're gonna buy new chairs, give
I know
you new
you
chairs.
do.
We're gonna call a motion,
Buy it with the right
buy
company.
chairs for
With the right company, no at home.
$4,230. Do not exceed that amount for the chairs. Anybody second? Good.
All in favor for the chairs?
All right. I need you guys to get chairs, we'll get new chairs.
Walter, ask Alejandro that every board member must sign the Form 8B saying that they have no affiliation with any of the vendors.
Yes, AP, yes.
Yeah, please.
Víctor, ¿dónde está
Yes, that's.
el go-kart que te llevaste? Where's the
So
go-kart?
the next part of this is the water fountain that we have been working on. Okay, there is a proposal for the water fountain.
Okay.
I just want to know.
Question, guys. Victor,
The water fountain.
guys,
What about the water fountain?
guys, listen, can I ask you one question, guys?
It's
One question,
gonna
please.
take $18,772 to replace the water fountain. It is gone. It's broken. It has to be replaced.
Yes, yes.
It has to be replaced. It has to be replaced. So,
Left it outside.
as he has gotten a proposal
Yeah.
here, so I'm gonna make a motion for us to do this water fountain, if you would like the water fountain back. And
Yes.
There will be.
We pay premium lot.
$18,772. I make it has to be replaced. Do you not want the water fountain?
We pay premium lots for being there.
It's a Costco fountain.
But yeah, you made the motion, I saw the one that came.
Yes,
Yes.
that
The one that
water
was
fountain is
broken.
broken. It cannot be.
I second the motion.
Yes, yes.
Second the motion.
Do we get three proposals for the fountain?
He seconded the motion.
Do we have three
proposals? Do we have three
Yeah.
proposals? Do we have three proposals for the
Do we have three proposals?
Why don't we just compare it?
Who's the company?
Why don't we just accept the proposed, whatever, we don't know whether somebody could do it cheaper, we only got one vendor that's gonna do it now. You made the proposal to get it fixed or get it fixed?
Look, you've been asking for proposals. If you don't want it, excuse me, wait a
This
minute.
is the first time we had the
Then we'll
proposal.
push it to the next time.
There's only one?
And then it's just not, we'll just wait.
You're not gonna shove,
I know.
I'm not shoving anything. We've been asking around for proposals for a while. This is not nobody shoving.
it's never been on the agenda.
Okay, you wanna wait?
No, I'd rather wait and make sure we get somebody who can do it right.
This was the replacement.
From the last meeting, you
We're
said
still waiting
about
for
this.
proposals to come in.
We
Are we
need-
tabling that?
Excuse me.
Hold on, are we gonna table the proposal for the
Excuse me.
fountain?
Could I ask this question
I have
to
a
table?
question.
Yeah, before.
With the financial difficulties that are involved in our community, why don't we put off getting a fountain at this time? $20,000.
Let's table it then.
$20,000 would go a lot toward maybe cutting the grass.
Wait, the pool chairs? We need
The
three
order
proposals for
We're
that.
gonna-
I thought the community
They wanted
wanted
the
the
table.
fountain. But if the board,
get the fountain.
the
I
board-
would love to have a
that's not
fountain.
the best you want that.
But I think financially, it's something that needs to be taken.
So then you guys.
Right.
Hold on, we need three proposals for that fountain. So who is responsible to do the follow-up for the proposal? Who is responsible to do the follow-up for the proposal? We need three.
District manager is responsible for obtaining the proposal.
So Alejandro, so if you find three proposals for the fountain? Okay, so that's what we need.
That's what we've been
Okay,
trying to
we
work
need three proposals and somebody to take it seriously and present the three proposals. And I believe that's not a priority.
Would you guys listen
For
to us?
premium lots.
Would you guys listen, please? I'm on this board for the community, but you gotta understand, we all have different opinions what's going on right now. But we got an agenda to go through with you guys. And if you don't like it, fine. Or you like it, whatever. But you gotta give us time to go through this stuff. We got 2 hours to do this stuff. So when you guys interrupt the meeting all the time, nothing is done. And then you go back to the home and say, well, we're not doing this, we're not doing this. Would you guys please, with due respect, I respect all you guys, I'm on your side.
Remember the sprinklers were messed up and he advised you that it was your fault that you did it?
But
You're gonna be accused of something else. Use your head.
I'm not gonna be accused of that.
I'm telling you,
No,
you have two places there. Be smart and use your head because this is not over. They think it's over and they think they got it on their head, but it's not.
All I'm saying to you guys, okay, there's a meeting.
It's a meeting almost every week.
Well, yeah, hold on a second, okay? We put an agenda together for you guys, okay? Let's go through the agenda and we discuss it. But when you interrupt everything we do, we at the same place. We ain't going nowhere.
Because we're aggravated. We're aggravated.
Miss, I know we're all mad. I'm mad too. Because I'm on the board, I'm not mad. But there's a process. We gotta go through the process. So give us the process and you could discuss. We gave you time tonight, this morning, to discuss your process, right?
And I didn't get my question answered.
We didn't have any answer, any answer.
I understand. Everything cannot be answered the same way you wanted to answer. But the point is, you get your point across. People listen, and people understand. The next meeting we go through this. When we have a meeting like to go through all of this stuff, and we don't do it, we as a community loses because we cannot understand what's going on and we cry all the time.
Exactly. He killed us.
The point is 3 years or 10 years, fine. We want to change now, but you can't change stuff if you keep continuing to do the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, Walter, we're not paying $18,000 for a fountain.
No, well, we put it aside till next year. We need something to do it right now.
Okay.
What we want is proposals from people who know and bring it to the board, and the board looks at it. Yeah.
By law, in the government, you need
Yes,
to propose for
I
anything.
understand that, but we need, that's what we defer it.
Yes.
Okay? All I'm saying
She want you guys to decide to push that on
No, we're not pushing
ma'am.
anything.
I was trying to do what everybody wanted. It's
No,
no
no,
problem,
not what everybody
though.
what you
Listen,
want.
it's no, I
What
don't,
you
the
want.
fountain, I don't care
Just
about
like
the
you
fountain stuff.
got him.
All I'm
But
asking-
it's no problem, I just
Yeah.
wanted to be noted that it just gets pushed back, that's okay.
All I'm asking
That's
you guys,
fine.
all I'm asking the residents, all I'm asking you guys, I'm on your side, please.
But we need to bring the proposal, no, leave it again for another meeting. Bring the
But
proposal.
we're looking for proposals, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, who,
For
Alejandro
fountain.
is responsible?
Yes.
Okay.
But
And then we won't bring it up until we get.
if you have a proposal
Just leave it at
for the
that.
fountain too, you can bring a proposal to the board, okay?
But he not get paid, he get paid, so he need to get the proposal.
Yeah, but he bought one, but we didn't like it, right? He bought one just now. He bought one.
You need to do three.
Three, no one, three.
He didn't want it one.
He's learning, he's
If
learning.
they don't give it to
Learning.
me, he's not get it.
He need to insist, that's why we
This is
pay
why I
him.
want a CDD thing. Kidding me?
Okay.
But we need original letterhead.
Yeah, but look at it. If you talk to 5 people and they don't want to take the job, what do we do?
That's what's happening.
That's what's going on. But you guys don't want to listen. You want to be angry all the time. That's not the way to solve a
You're
problem.
doing things on their way.
No, we talk about, I understand we talk
I'm telling you, be
about, no,
careful.
we talk about just this. I'm not.
Just like he clapped over
Okay,
there.
so-
I don't know what he's clapping for.
Because it's 12, it's after 12, and we're gonna have to
Oh,
adjourn.
sorry,
So
but
that's what
hey, he's got
trying
a
to
credit
say.
card
He
with
can't
donate.
finish.
He can do it.
We're trying to finish
He can
to talk about irrigation and landscaping, and we can't get done.
He's still.
Guys,
Once again, we have to call a motion to adjourn, it's after
We
12.
are trying to fix the community. We are trying to, and you can't come to the meeting and
Police left.
stop doing that. But we never get anywhere.
Hold on with him.
They should pay extra to continue the meeting. Yes, I don't care to keep drinking soda, the sugar. Eat your ass up.
See you, Victor?
Caesar, I don't even have a voice.
Council, are you still on the phone?
See, he's taking a shower, go run.
So you still look a professor, Victor Cruz?
Who's this?
What are your credentials?
What is your name?
JIW News.
Who?
You heard.
No, I didn't hear it. Well, say it again, please.
I'm not going to repeat it.
No, could you please say it again? Sir?
Who are you? What's your name? Victor Cruz.
Will you please say
What
it
do you
again?
do for a living?
Will you please say it again?
What do you do for a living?
Victor Cruz, he robbed the community. He made a check payable for himself for $120,000
That's called
and more money.
reimbursement.
And he took pavers to the townhomes that $38,000
Okay,
that we paid for
record that,
it.
please.
Yes,
Record
we
that.
paid for it.
Don't